Welcome to Epstein, Becker, Green's Employment Law This Week podcast. I'm George Whipple. FTC says no thanks to federal agency coordination. The Federal Trade Commission has withdrawn from the antitrust merger agreement between 4 federal agencies announced in August. The DOL, NLRB, and the Department of Justice's Antitrust Division remain in the Pact, where they will share information and training related to mergers and acquisitions. The FTC did not give a reason for its decision, but said in a statement that it will continue to closely scrutinize all issues related to mergers, including potential impacts on labor. The EEOC zeroes in on potential disparities in worker representation in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics occupations. The agency recently issued a report that purports to show substantial underrepresentation of Black, Hispanic, and female workers across 56 STEM-related jobs. This data is part of the EEOC's renewed focus on the high-tech sector, and increased enforcement action is expected to follow. The Sixth Circuit enforces the NLRB's ruling on severance agreements. In a per curiam ruling, the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals has affirmed the NLRB's controversial McLaren Macomb decision. This means that an employer who offers employees severance agreements with broad confidentiality or non-disparagement provisions could be found to violate Section 7 of the National Labor Relations Act, though it remains to be seen whether other courts will accept the NLRB's view on this issue. The federal regulatory landscape has entered a push-pull phase, where agencies like the NLRB are interpreting federal statutes to give them more enforcement authority. Businesses that those agencies regulate are going to court to challenge their enforcement authority and, in some cases, the constitutionality of the agency itself. Tune in next week for details about attempts in the Fifth Circuit and elsewhere to advance such challenges against the NLRB. That's it for this week. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
This podcast is presented by Epstein, Becker, and Green, PC. All rights are reserved. This audio recording includes information about legal issues and legal developments. Such materials are for informational purposes only and may not reflect the most current legal developments. These informational materials are not intended and should not be taken as legal advice on any particular set of facts or circumstances, and these materials are not a substitute for the advice of competent counsel. The content reflects the personal views and opinions of the participants. No attorney-client relationship has been created by this audio recording. This audio recording may be considered attorney advertising in some jurisdictions under the applicable law and ethical rules. The determination of the need for legal services and the choice of a lawyer are extremely important decisions and should not be based solely upon advertisements or self-proclaimed expertise. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.